Today we're gonna make pasta alle vongole, otherwise known as clams with pasta. Now this is a very beautiful, simple dish that tastes like you're eating straight from the sea. I like to prepare this because it's quick, it's simple, and it tastes very fresh, and it's an easy dish to cook if you want to impress someone. I've got the star ingredients in front of me today. Garlic, shallots, anchovies to add a little bit of salty pop to it. Star of the show, the clams, little neck clams for this particular version. I've got the lemon, bucatini, and of course the parsley right at the end. First, I'm going to start off with some garlic here. 3 or 4 cloves. I always grew up eating a lot of garlic with everything, so I always put a little bit more garlic because I love the taste of it, so a little bit more aggressive. Next up, we've got the shallots. Now these guys add a little bit more sweetness and they're always a flavor enhancer. 2 small ones over here. The problem with shallots being small is that you gotta do a lot more work to be able to peel off the skin. If you peel the skin and chop on the go, then it's gonna release some of those acid that makes you wanna cry. So I like to prep my shallots first by getting rid of the skin before starting to chop. Face down, and then you just want to roughly chop it. Okay, I lied. Okay. Grab just a few fillets, and what it does is just gives the clams and the soup that extra salty punch in your face whenever you bite into it. And really, you need 3 ingredients before you get started. The garlic, the shallots, and I've got the anchovies here. Now we're ready to start cooking, so let's go to the stove. Today, I'm gonna use something called bucatini. These guys are like spaghetti, but the only difference is they've got a hole in the middle. So I like to call them pasta straws. And there's a common misconception that these holes are there to suck up all of the juices, but in reality, it's a little difficult to do that. What's actually used for is to ensure that the pasta is cooked evenly inside and outside. I've got the water on the boil. I'm gonna add a handful of pasta, and while that's cooking, I'm gonna start making the clams. Add a handful of the bucatini. I haven't salted this at all because the clam sauce is gonna be so salty that you don't need any further salt in the boiling water. I'm gonna move it around so that it doesn't burn the bottom of the pasta. Put olive oil, let it heat up for a little while because I want to hear that sizzling sound when I put the garlic and the shallots in. Just added the garlic in. You can hear the sizzling of it. Add that in. Smell that wonderful garlic aroma coming out because the heat is doing its job. And you can see the garlic is just browning straight away. I'm gonna wait until the shallots are translucent in color, and that's when you know it's released its flavor. I think the anchovies pop right in the middle. So these little necks are salty, salty shellies. And what I mean by that is they're full of the sea and salt that you should not be adding any more salt other than the anchovies, and that's it. So I'm gonna use a bottle of sake to cook the clams. Easy to just use it, close it up, and store it. But if you like to use something like a nice Chardonnay, and I think, look, it is as good of an excuse as any to open up a wine, give it a little bit to the clams, and the rest to yourself. Put it over, let the steam do its job, and I can actually see exactly when these clams are cooking. You know when they're done, when they start blooming out So I've cooked this on high heat for less than 2 minutes and we're about done. In fact, I think we're done. Just a bit of acid to counteract the salt. Transfer them to a bowl. So I want to use that beautiful salty goodness sauce to then mix the bucatini in. We're gonna mix it in. Give it a taste. Add a little bit of parsley. Gonna twist off its head, roughly chop it. And what this does is adds just a little touch of freshness to the pasta. Look at that. It's all coated. You see that shine to the bucatini. It's beautiful. Little mix in. A little bit more sauce to feed these clams. And we'll top it off with a little bit of parsley. And there you have it. We have Bucatini Alle Vongole. Straight from the sea. Boom.